A new immersive installation at the Catalina Museum for Art and History is taking us into the underwater world of the island's kelp forest. And today we get to meet the San Diego marine scientist behind it all. Oriana Poindexter joins us on the floor here with a look at what you can expect. This is fascinating stuff. First off, it's called the Blue Forest exhibit. What's it all about? What does this look like? What are people walking into?
Yeah, it's an art exhibit that is really inspired by my experiences diving in the kelp forests, both Catalina Island and here in San Diego as well. We have a similar environment. And I hope that when people walk into the exhibit, they're really transported into another world, which is underwater.
So if you're not a scuba diver, this is the closest thing you can get to experiencing the forests?
I hope so. And some of the visitors over the opening weekend shared that they thanked me for saving them from having to put a wetsuit on and getting in the water.
I would be one of those people. I don't need to go under that deep. So you're a marine scientist, you're doing art with that. What was your real inspiration for this specific installation?
I've had this installation kind of as a dream in my mind for a long time. And as soon as I started making these types of prints in 2018, I had this vision that I could really create an immersive installation with this process that would kind of communicate the scale of the kelp forest that you feel when you're diving in them. That really makes you feel small and makes you feel part of something much larger than yourself.
Was the art always something part of you, or is this something you discovered, your talent, your desire for it, after you had gotten into marine science?
I actually studied photography and visual arts as an undergrad, so I've kind of always wanted to figure out how to be making visual exhibits using the tools of photography to communicate marine science.
Is part of your reasoning behind doing this not just pulling people in and letting them experience it, but letting them experience it to understand how important it is to us and our ecosystem and our coast?
Absolutely. I think what I hope is that people are inspired to really deepen their own connections with nature, and through that learn and take action.
Is that something that inspired you? Did art touch you and lead you into different places intellectually in your life?
Yeah, I get really into the technical details of photography and these handmade prints as well. So for me, it's really a mechanism to really get to know the organisms in a way that I wouldn't otherwise.
You talked about your process a little different. So how do you make this?
Yeah, so these are technically photographs made without a camera. It's a process invented in the 1840s. It's one of the very first forms of photography. And it's light-sensitive chemistry on paper or fabric. And then the kelp is actually laid directly on top of that and exposed in sunlight. So I'm really making images with kelp, chemistry, and sunlight.
That is very cool. Then how many pieces are on display in this immersive exhibit?
There's 8 silk panels that are 11 feet long and 900 individual sardines.
900 individual sardines.
Yeah.
It's very specific.
And then there's 1 frame piece and a soundscape.
And a soundscape. It sounds incredible. How do people go see this? Where's this at? Do they have to buy tickets?
Go to Catalina.
Go to Catalina, and
Yeah.
the name of the museum is the Catalina Museum for Art and History.
Yeah.
How long is it going to be there?
It's going to be there for almost a year, until October 2026.
One last thing, what is it that you hope people take away when they go see it and sit in that and are immersed for a little bit?
I hope they feel closer to the ocean, and I hope that it can kind of take away some of the fear that a lot of people have regarding it.
All right, Oriana Poindexter, scientist and artist, thank you for spending time with us today, and good luck with your exhibit.
Thanks for having me.